There are just 5 rounds to go. We're in the final straight. 10 rounds ago, Slimbo was dead last. He is now top of the championship and has a slender 16-point lead. The hunter has become the hunted. It's the IRC Elite League. It's Wednesday night. It's round 17. What have we got in store next?
Is gone! Down the back straight, the safety car is in now. From Slimbo, from Murphy, from Leclerc, Andy, Crazy Part, Blaz, Westy.
Yes, good evening everybody. It is me, Dave Shaw. It is the IRC Elite League. I hope you're all well back home. As ever, I am joined by Eric Barnes. Eric, how are you, buddy?
Good evening, yes. Hello. Good, yourself?
Oh, very well, thanks, mate. And we're joined by Matt Sneed. Matt, how are you, mate? Good, great, right. That's gone well. Good start as ever. Yes, round 17 already. We've had a week off. We're down to the final 5 races. Now, they said Slimbo now leads the championship for the first time after coming from dead last just 10 rounds ago. 16 points from Jamie 1, and you can't help but feel that Slim and Jamie are the 2 championship protagonists. You're missing tonight is another 31 adrift. Dan Murphy and Lucas are the long shot outsiders now, but the constructors, as you can see on your screens, that is still all to play for. Renault, Toro Rosso, Ferrari and Williams, and even Red Bull, who are on the surge, don't write them out, can all catch McLaren at the top of the championship to take the constructors title. But Eric, you can't help but feel that Slim and Jamie are probably now the 2 that are going to go head to head for this championship.
Yeah, with your missing this evening, I have to feel that them 2, he's probably going to unfortunately lose out on a chance for a championship shot, unless we'll see what happens this evening. You know, they could take each other out and we could still be at square one next week. So
as a neutral, here's hoping.
Yeah.
But we are, of course, at this fantastic track, Japan, Suzuka, a fan's favourite, a driver's favourite as well. Fissy, in your eyes, we've seen enough Japanese Grand Prix in the past. What does this circuit mean to you, and what is it like to drive? Fissy? Right. I think we just lost Fissy. Going well, this. Going well. Matt, are you there? Well, I can hear background noise, but I can't hear anyone. Anyway, for me, this track is absolutely one of the best. Unforgiving, undulating. It's figure of 8, of course, the only figure of 8 track on the calendar. The Snake section, Sector 1, one of the best sectors in the world. It is a complete challenge for the drivers. Setup is absolutely key around here. You've got to have that setup right. You've got to have the balance right more than anything. Be ready for the long straights. That'll take you on to the 130R, the famous 130R. I've seen many bigger accidents there. And of course, into the bumpy and undulating final chicane. Even a bump at the exit of that chicane can throw you off. And of course, the gravel and the walls await any victims and any mistakes the drivers make. We are about to go to qualifying now. I think everybody is in. We're just waiting on Blaz, who's a little bit late. But we do have 17 drivers tonight. No Shumi Garcia. Sadly no Yor. No Nova. However, Andy fills in the Ferrari 4 Nova, so Ferrari up to full strength, which is crucial for their Constructors' Championship. And Fissy, Matt, any you two back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I had to go and deal with the child.
That's okay, mate. Just explain to us what
We've lost a driver, Dave. Sorry, mate. We've just lost a driver.
We've gained one.
There's no Renault.
Oh,
Crazy Power's gone.
Crazy Power's gone spectator for some reason. Well, oh god. Oh, I'm still alive. Right, we'll sort that out in a minute. Hopefully Crazy Power can sort that out. But Fissy, Suzuka, Japan. We've seen many classic Grand Prix around here in the past, in real life and the game. What does this track mean to you to drive and as a spectator for so many years of this Grand Prix?
It's probably my favourite circuit on the calendar. It's one of them. It's an old school circuit. It's a challenge. It's iconic. It's one of them that I think even in esports or in real life racing, you know, it's one of them bucket list tracks that you either have to visit, drive, go to as a spectator, as a fan. You know what I mean? It's one of them. And for me personally, in my esports career, it was the place I got my first podium.
Yes, of
with
course.
With a last lap pass on our co-commentator this evening, Matt Sneed. He keeps saying that he let me pass, but, you know, I dive bombed him into turn 2, so...
Oh, I'll tell you what, we've just about to go qualifying, and it's looking wet. We will cut to the pictures shortly, but we haven't had a wet race yet in the IRC Elite League, but we may just have a wet quali. Let's cut live to the scenes now. There you go. It is a wet and pretty murky Suzuka circuit at the moment. So you wait for somebody to head out. 16. So Crazy Power is going to have to. I don't know how he's done that. Matt, are you with us? Matt's still not with us. Right, going well this. So, so just to add to the absolute challenge of this track, we've now got tricky conditions as well. Looks like they're going on the inter. Matt, yep, we can hear you, mate.
Ah. Good for that. I'm back.
Matt is back. So we've got RC Sene, who's on the slick tyres. Despite the wet conditions, the Red Bull has gone for slicks. Wow, so maybe this is the cut-off for slicks right now, or is it going to get drier? Yeah, you can see him wiggling.
He's wiggling already through the S's section. This is an outlap, so you'd have to say he's gone brave or a little bit mad.
Are you racing as well on slicks? So is it going to get wetter or is it going to dry up? Is this the best track conditions now for slick tyres?
Well, surely you'd say that out of them two statements that it's going to obviously get wetter. Because surely if it was going to get drier, you'd stay in the pit lane.
It's going to. So everyone's. So what? 4 drivers out there. Sene, Are You Racing? 2 Belgian drivers. Jacob back on the grid. Finally back on the grid. Great to see him out there in the Mercedes. He's on slicks, and so is Jonathan Cox. But everybody else is still in their pits. However, still on slick tyres.
They're all still saying slicks. Yeah, still saying slicks on my screen, Dave. So obviously they're yeah, it's a strange one. It's either going to dry out or...
lost it then.
Yeah, Are You Racing had a little wiggle as well. So RC Sene will be the first driver to do a flying lap. Track still looks relatively grippy as RC Sene overshoots the chicane. Oh, and that looked tricky already. And there's a nasty bump on the exit here. As you can see, the Red Bull squirming under the acceleration. Down the start finish, straight to start his flying lap now with his Belgian driver counterpart just behind him. Not many cars out
crucially
there.
For RC Sene, he tried to take the chicane despite overshooting it, so he didn't get an invalidated lap time. I feel if he'd gone straight on, he would have invalidated his lap and crucially maybe lost that all-important track time, which is what we could be striving for here for all drivers.
And he got it slowed down just in time. Penalties shouldn't be, this is one of the better circuits for penalties, shouldn't be too much of a problem. As RC Sene going to the absolute limit, nearly on the grass. So easy to make a mistake there. But he is pushing to the limit already. But we shouldn't see too many penalties being dished out. And shouldn't really see, I hope, too many safety cars. It looks like Are You Racing is actually catching RC Sene at the moment as they go around the hairpin. Around the hairpin, spoon section coming up. So many great
Without
corners.
many cars, I thought we'd have a lot more out than this.
Well, Jonathan Cox has actually pitted, guys. He's obviously done an outlap, done a sighter, and gone. It's probably a bit too wet, so he's jumped back in the pit lane at the end of his outlap. So that's crucial for really.
So is the track? Are they going for intermediates? The rain is sort of still spitting out there, isn't it? Are these the guinea pigs at the moment? RC Sene, Jacob, and Are You Racing track to themselves, testing the conditions out. There's no spray at the moment. Unless there's anything in the comments.
We haven't had our weather update yet, have we?
And DRS was enabled, I saw, as well. I think I saw DRS was working when he started this lap. Yeah, it is. He's just fired it up now.
It's a 37.7. It's not that slow. I think Are You Racing's going to beat that. He doesn't. He goes 4 tenths back. What about the Mercedes driver, Jacob? 2 wins to his name this season. Great to have Jacob back.
Fantastic to have him back.
86 points, 2 wins, both of them podiums, 1 pole position. A man who absolutely dominated qualifying last year in the Elite League. As Andy's got the intermediates ready, what's Jacob going to do? Have these 3 got it spot on? Is the rain going to get heavier? Jacob goes second, 3 tenths behind Sene, and that is it. So what is going on? So hopefully Crazy Pa can rejoin back in his Renault.
I didn't know he rejoined, to be honest. I know he left.
So, you know what you said about Jacob then, Dave? Do you think that's what's helped in a sadistic kind of way, Slim get back to the top? Obviously, he's not taking points off him.
Oh, Jacob goes wide.
We've all got to admit, Jacob would have been right up there if he carried on.
Yeah, he would have been in the mix for sure. Of course, Jacob has that tendency for picking up tons of penalties in races, which does...
Shouldn't tonight, though.
Really does impede him at times. But shouldn't tonight, as Lucas has got the full wets ready. Are they playing about in the pits there? Oh, and Jacob nearly makes a mistake and nearly binned it on his outlap. Still just the 3 drivers out there. Not a lot of action. Of course, we only lose 1 driver as it stands, so they're not going to push it too hard. But I think the likes of Nova not being here will help Slim. Yor as well not being here is going to help Slim. And of course, Yor, Nova. Well, we haven't seen Nova for we haven't seen for a few races now, unfortunately. A man who came in Germany and absolutely hit the ground running, but sadly we haven't seen since. And of course, Dutch Dave, TDG Navy as well, who is set.
He's sabbatical
until next year, of course. But he would have definitely taken points off Slim as well. But however, Slim still
credit to Slim. He's got there. He's got there on a merit.
Yeah, I mean Slim's a quick driver. We've always seen that. He lacks consistency when we first started racing with him and getting to know him, but he's massively improved over the years, and that's why he's one of the leading contenders in this elite championship, because he's done his apprenticeship, if you will, in the lower esports leagues, you know, and consistently and steadily improved.
Fitting finale if Slim was to win this year.
Of course, there'd be one man who'd be there's no deja vu from last season. That's Jamie Wan, because Jamie Wan led the championship until Hungary last season. Well, he took the championship lead in Hungary last season when he got his first ever race win. Then it completely fell off the rails and went backwards. And if anything, I finished 4th or 5th in the championship. And the same is happening this season. Jamie led the championship coming out of Hungary into the Asian races, Singapore and Russia, and is now again just starting to fall away. Qualifying's not going his way, the races aren't going his way, and is this gifting Slim the championship? But this season anything and everything can happen, and has happened, and I've got a feeling there's a few more twists and turns yet in the final 5 races.
He's the only car on tracks, so we was all watching him.
Yep, all eyes on the Slovenian driver, and he's thankfully just the end plate missing, but that so nearly could have been game over for Blas, as Crazy Pass still trying to join him, hoping he can pick that Renault. So Blas will have to pit, so there goes that action. Thank you, Blas, for coming out and giving us something to talk about.
We've not had this before, have we? This lull.
No, what is going on? Is it going?
I think we're all just waiting for the weather. Yeah.
Is it going to dry in the last 5 minutes, and then they're going to bang the slicks on and all try and get out there? I can only feel now.
You'd have to say,
it's going to get dry.
Say that could be the case. Yeah, you'd have to say that.
Got an answer as yet.
You'd have to say it's going to get drier, otherwise people would be surely out trying to do times on intermediates, at least. As Granty Boy's now going through the S's.
So we've got Granty Boy, who was so unlucky. The safety car 2 weeks ago denying Granty Boy and ourselves and everybody watching what would have been a fantastic battle between Slim, Granty Boy, and who else was up there? Are you racing RC Sene, of course?
Yeah, the 2 Red Bulls. The 2 Red Bulls.
And Leclerc, of course. Leclerc, who won the race, of course, yeah. Of course.
It's what happens when we have a week break, we forget everything.
It'll be Italy 2019 all over again.
Yeah, possibly.
So it is going to dry out. That's what they're all waiting.
And then we're going to say, last 5 minutes or so, we could get a flurry of action. But Granty Boy taking to the track now.
But if it's going to dry out, are they saying it's going to dry out with what, a couple of minutes to go? Is that what they're saying?
Well, we've got 8 minutes to go and it's still raining.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying it's going to be like Italy 2019, me personally, if I was in that grid now, I'd bang a lap out, even on inters, and get a time, because if it's going to be that tight, especially for traffic at the end...
Yeah, you want that banker lap, don't you?
You could miss the cut, and you could miss the cut, and that could be the all-important position between 15th and 16th.
Yep. You want that banker lap in. Because traffic's a problem. It's not a small track, but it's a quick one. You don't want to be caught behind drivers on their in laps or their out laps.
It's the first section. If you get caught behind, if you get caught in a traffic in this first section that Granty Boy's on now, you're going to struggle because you go offline. You're going to lose grip. You could run wide. You could kick up the gravel, and I think it's. Well, they obviously know what they're doing. They're an elite. I'm in Super, but they're rolling the dice. They're rolling the dice, aren't they? No doubt about it. They're playing chicken.
It does seem to have stopped raining on my screen.
Yeah, I've just got to say, it's. Oh no, it's still raining a bit.
On Granty Boy. Yeah, on board, especially on this camera here around the hairpin. I can still see it falling.
It still looks overcast as well. It doesn't look like it's gonna brighten up at all.
Yeah, it did go purple sector 1.
And a purple sector.
The weird thing is though, guys, like he's not got his rain light on. DRS is still enabled. It's caught between a rock and a hard place here, isn't they? Really.
In the next under 7 minutes now, we're going to find out who's going to get this right. Damn, sorry, Blaz is back out there in the Williams. Granty Boy, purple sector again now. How much quicker is this going to be? We saw RC Sony struggle to get slowed down. Granty Boy has absolutely nailed that. Lovely bump on the exit, nicely averted. Hugs the inside line, and in 4 seconds quicker. Wow. And there is your answer.
That's your answer.
And now expect a flurry of cars coming out and a lot of action coming up. And here they come. There comes the Alpha. It could be Lennon or Fly. Lennon's usually lastminute.com. It's Flying Soz. Flying Soz heading out there now. The Greek driver who won the IRC Classic Mini Cup last week during the week break. Had a very good outing. Seemed to come alive in the Classic Cups. He's certainly not Granty Boy out there. So Flying Soz has won a race this season. 1 win, 1 podium. That was all the way back in Baku. 15th, 46 points. Not had the season that he or Lennon would have been hoping for at all. However, he is more than capable of picking. As Blaz, I think, has spun again. Has he damaged his front wing? No.
He's got damage. He has on that. No, he hasn't.
Nah, he's just slowing down, I think. Just saving a bit of ERS, I think. Heavy braking into the final chicane, and now he's fired it up the car and he's going.
He's got his teammate coming out just ahead of him in the pit lane. Jamie won second championship. Will pick him up shortly, but Blaz now out on his lap. He's made a mistake already on his out lap of his last lap, and it stopped raining. It seems to have stopped raining. So here we go. This is what they were waiting for. Oh, and Blaz nearly gets crossed up in the middle of the snake section. Sector 1 going up the hill. That was lucky he escaped there. And now he's run wide and he's off again, and he's going to be in the barrier. It's just a bit of front wing damage. Of course, we saw Lacey and Raikkonen have a huge crash there back in the day. And thankfully...
2001.
It was 2000. I was thinking 2000, 2001. I couldn't... A
It's a
belt.
Lacey's last Grand Prix.
For Friday.
That's right. That's right.
If Lacey had finished that, he would have finished every race in the 2001 season.
It was a big old shunt as well. Big old shunt.
Massive.
And there was no safety car. They would have thrown that out straight away, red flagged it these days.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Seems to be getting a flurry now. BP's coming out, Jonathan Cox and Jeremy One.
Yeah, here we go. Now it's showtime now. I don't want to fly. I think Flying Sauce is off as well. Same plate. And the Mercedes are all off at the same section. Same part as Blaz. They're getting on the gas on the exit sector 1 too early and all running out wide. So Flying Sauce has wrecked his lap. The Mercedes behind, I think it was Jacob, went with him. He's on an out lap. And yellow flags out again. This is what we're talking about. It's exactly what Eric was talking about. The traffic now is going to be a problem. More cars heading out there. I think Slim is now out on track. What about JB1 second in the championship? Let's pick him up now. Starting to find out traffic again. Look, just out ahead of it. It's a Haas.
The Haas has come out the way, and Jamie One's also outbraked himself, so they've both gone off the circuit.
Conditions still don't look great out there, do they? It still looks tricky.
No, still slippery. Still very slippery, and yeah, these guys are going to be struggling to set a couple of times, you know. I feel Jamie One might back off now.
I don't know why they didn't put a few laps of fuel in, just done a few laps. Warm the tyres up with the track evolution. However, Jamie's gone purple.
Oh, has he? Wow.
So despite that unorthodox line as who's just popped in there? Flying Sauce.
Cox invalidated his first flying lap in sector 1 as well.
Well, we're only going to lose one car, and this could be quite a titanic battle for who we're going to lose here. Here comes Jamie One now. Where's he up to? The spoon section. This is another tricky area. Thankfully, a bit of tarmac runoff there, and again it's bumpy down this little back straight. Down to the second sector line. Is he going to go purple again? The answer is yes. And now it's just 130. Around he goes. That looked comfortable. Now can he get stopped in time for the chicane? Gets his braking spot on. Yes, hugs the apex. Lovely exit from the Dutchman. Now ride the bump on the exit. Hug the inside line. Down the start finish straight. And J1 goes fastest by nearly a second. And there's loads of cars on track now. Who have we got next then?
Yeah, we're going to see a flurry of action on the time sheet.
Andy's invalidated his lap, guys, on his first flyer. So he's, this is going to be tight for one driver at least.
Jacob's invalidated.
Lennon stayed in. Oh, it's just come out on his own.
Lennon is MrLastMinute.com, isn't it? So Jonathan Cox having to go again. Coan in the Ferrari is also invalidated. What about Simo, the Haas driver? Just struggled a little bit in his last couple of races. A minute and a half to go. Flying Sauce goes fastest by 4 seconds. What? Well, he's found his groove.
I know it's getting quicker. But my word, I was.
Well, that's some statement right there, isn't it? So watch out for these times.
It did. Jamie One's mistake that he made into turn 1 kind of marked his time.
Slim purple sector 1 and 2.
Yeah, Slim's on it now as he goes into the final chicane.
So what can
Beautiful
Slim do? Can he go fastest? Here he is now.
Over that bump, little bit of a kick though. Crosses the line. And he's fastest again. Not by much, couple of tenths.
Times are tumbling down.
That's more respectable times then, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, is there a Ferrari off?
I was going to say that.
Co-Andy. Is it the bottom of the hill? Yes, it is. The bottom of the hill. And that could be Andy out of the session.
I think it will be. He's invalidated the lap and now he's obviously just cruising. He won't have enough time. He's going to probably pull off and retire, but the problem is if he pulls off and retires, his AI controls it again and puts him back on the circuit.
Yes.
That's the...
Yeah, I think he's just letting the track go past.
That's the last...
And then he's the track.
So on... Oh, Blaz nearly putting it in the wall again. A good save again. His car looks so slippery. Jacob goes fastest.
Oh, pits as well. Jonathan Cox in the pits. BP, Dan Murphy, not set times.
So what happens here? I think we'll lose Andy.
But will we?
Flying Soz is done.
Leclerc goes fastest.
Then there goes
By 3
Leclerc.
tenths.
Yes, the Russian Grand Prix winner, Leclerc, fastest. Back to the top of the timesheets he goes. He could be taking points off Slim. RC Sene just behind the Red Bulls are 1 and 2 again. How significant is that for the forthcoming session?
Yet, no.
So Blaz coming over the line now. So Dan Murphy didn't set a time, he's done. BP's done. I tell you, if Andy just puts in any sort of time, Andy's through. Blaz goes to 9th, 1.4 off.
I wonder if he'll know that. I wonder
He did
if
invalidate that, didn't he?
he's invalidated though, Dave. Yeah, that's
So
the problem with it.
So Lennon has to do a lap, or he's out. And Lennon's about to complete his
Lennon's
lap
just
now.
at the finish now.
That bump is nasty on the exit of the chicane. Lennon goes up to 8th place, and yeah, Andy is out in what has been quite a bizarre and strange Q1.
That'll be interesting to see what happens with the Dan Murphy, BP, and Jonathan Cox.
Oh, they're through. I think they've.
Well, they'll go through.
Set fast sectors. They've set fast sectors. I mean, that's what Andy's problem is. He's invalidated his lap. So obviously, even if his sector times were faster than the other,
Validated the first sector though.
maybe they're all out. There's only 8 in Q2.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
well, half of them haven't made the 107% rule. So Andy is out, and there we go. That's your Q1. That was pretty underwhelming. The weather hasn't helped.
Understatement.
Yeah.
I know.
Pretty underwhelming, but you have to say it's nice to see Jacob back and also straight back onto the pace. So he's obviously lost none of that. So it's good to see him back. Good to see him back up there. So obviously he'll be a dark horse into the latter stages of qualifying Q2 and Q3 especially. Lennon up there in 8th as well. You'd have to give him kudos for that. He got it right at the end. Bit of a gap. Granty Boy set his time early in the wet, and he was happy with it. So he backed off.
I don't know what weather we've got for the race itself. We haven't had a wet race yet.
We've got any then. Yeah, they're through.
Yep, they're all through. We're down to 15, so we will lose 5 cars this time. For rendering.
Ah, good.
Oh. Sorry guys, I think we've got a slight issue.
Track dry. Slimbo is not going to take his lead because Granty Boy's going to beat his teammate out of pit lane. So McLaren's are going to be the first 2 cars out on circuit for Q2. And you have to say both of them have got an equal chance of, say, a pole position in Q3. Do you not agree, Matthew?
Would Eric?
Right, I think I'm back.
And call Matthew on Sunday.
Oh, Dave's here now.
I'm back.
I don't know what happened there.
Back.
What?
Internet's been a pain. That's what's going on. Good old internet. Back now. So we're out on track. Slimbo out on track now. I'm suffering a bit of frame rate drop actually.
See, when you garden.
Might as well be. I'm sat right next to the modem box. I don't know what is going on here.
I don't know what's going on with the stream, but I'm looking at a picture of a computer screen right now. Oh no, it's kicked back in now.
Yeah, man's back in now.
Yeah.
Should I be back in now? Internet had a
Can you
bit
hear me
of
now?
Can you hear me now? So Slim out on track Q2. And we should be now sort of back to some sort of normality. Sun is shining, complete contrast to what we've just seen. And now the business sort of starts. Here we go. Strategy. What strategy are they going to do? Are they going to get for medium tyres? The last few races we've seen them all going for soft tyres, and then all starting the race on soft tyres. That's the way it's gone. That's because it's been so close in qualifying. And pretty much, guys, expecting the same today.
I think there'll be the odd one or two that will try the medium to start. Like we did see it in.
Well, say the 1 and 2. I mean, I'm looking now. Sorry to interrupt you, Matt. And I think it's only 3 drivers. Only 3 drivers have got some that are in the pits or out on circuit. The rest, the other 12 drivers have all gone for medium. So they're trying them early and seeing how they stick.
It'll take a little bit of
Granty
time.
Boy, I think will be the first one to set time.
On board
He
with
will be, yeah.
Slim coming up the hill. In fact, you're right. Granty Boy is the first man out there, isn't he? There he is. Of course, the purple first sector for Granty, who again could be a pain in Slim's side. Could take some points off him. His own teammate McLaren need to help at the top of the constructors, but Slim does not want that extra competition for his championship lead. Granty Boy his car looks like it's on Skeletrix every time I see him. It's absolutely glued to the road as Flying Sauce spinned it.
Flying Sauce has gone off.
Was that in
end
the
of turn 2? Exit of turn 2. Just before you get to the S's, I guess the back end has stepped round as he's obviously hit the curb and clipped a bit of grass, so it's spun him round onto the inside barrier, and it's game over for Flying Sauce.
And that is shock number 1. Flying Sauce would have been easily a top 10 candidate without a doubt, and he's thrown his qualifying away already.
First across the line, sets 1:28.9.
Huge contrast to Q1 times. What about Slimbo? And he's just ahead by less than a tenth of a second. Next is Lucas, nearly a second down.
Just a point I've noticed, Jonathan Cox has gone third. That's a good lap for him, just 29.5. But yeah, just something I noticed between the two McLarens then especially, is I noticed it in Q1 with Lennon. When they come onto the start-finish straight and they go over that bump, they stick to the inside. Granty Boy and Lennon stick to the inside, whereas Slim took the more traditional line and went to the outside of the circuit as they went down to the start-finish straight.
Yeah, interesting point to keep an eye on. I wonder, of course, in qualifying, the inside line is the shorter way. I'm surprised more of them aren't
Is it
doing
shorter? Does it avoid the bump? Or
I don't think you can avoid the bump without scrubbing off speed.
I don't think you can avoid the one that bumps across the track, isn't it?
And you scrub off too much
I've
speed.
never seen anyone take that line before. It's just something I've noticed. Because as I say, I've never seen anyone take the inside line extreme as they do. So I might try it tomorrow.
Yeah. Right, you boys keep talking because I've got a bit of connection issues here. We'll be back in a second. The pictures will stay live.
Certainly do. Oh, we're back in.
Yeah, so who have we got on? Blaz just going through the S's now. He's looking rather decent. BP, he's set the fastest sector 1, he's going for the hairpin. Leclerc's just about to start a flyer.
Got nobody near the end of the lap.
No, I'd say Blaz. Blaz is probably the closest one to the end of his lap, as he's set a fastest sector 1 as Blaz.
Bits and bobs up.
As Dave has always said, the Blaz the Slovenian. I think if you he's invalidated his lap and he's now backed off to let Simo 1 UK go through.
Leclerc is off the track at the turn that everybody's going off.
Ah, the Alesi Raikkonen turn.
That's the one.
We will call it that turn and not
Call it that turn tonight.
We'll call it the Alesi Raikkonen turn and not the obviously unfortunate accident that cost a talented individual his life, because that was the same corner. So we'll remember it for the Alesi Raikkonen.
Simo now coming up to 130, yeah, but he's on a flying lap that's not been invalidated. So the kind of time he comes.
He's stuck behind a Toro Rosso, but luckily that Toro Rosso's not going to impede him. Be interested to see which line he takes here. See, he sticks to the inside as well.
Yeah, he caught the bump.
But he does stick to the inside and he goes 7th. So he's actually the slowest man at the moment that's set a time. As RU Racing's gone purple, sector 1, and he's coming up to the hairpin now. Slimbo goes faster.
Eric, do you think he's improved? He's made the step up?
Sorry, Matt. What was that? Sorry?
Racing, do you think he's made the step up?
I think he struggled at first, initially in the elite. I don't know if he was overwhelmed. He was getting a lot of bad luck. I have to say that both the racing points, when it was not that bad in that second car, and RU Racing, they're quick drivers, but I think they got overwhelmed. They had some bad luck. But we've seen the last sort of 3 to 4 races, RU Racing is really turning it on now and finding his feet. And I think that I think he's a dark horse for next season if he continues.
That's a bold statement. I like it.
He's gone 6th now. He's gone 6th with a 1:29.4. So he's only a couple of attempts behind Jamie 1.
Right,
So Slimbo from Sene. Yep, sorry, Dave, you're back.
so that should be better now. Alright, he launched his modem out the window. So I've plugged the Ethernet cable in, so that should, and it looks like it has improved it. So touch wood.
You
Touch
sound
wood.
better already, mate.
Good, good. Right, back in business. Have I missed much? Oh, look, BP's up there. Sene as a Dan Murphy.
Really? Are you racing and
Now Lucas out on softs. Soft tyres for Lucas. So Lucas going for the soft option and trying to get himself into Q3.
Leclerc's just gone a purple sector 2 as he heads towards the end of the lap now. He's heading towards the chicane.
Got him on board now. There he is. Second place in the Singapore Grand Prix, a winner a week later in Russia. He's right on the pace. The Red Bull revival continues, and Leclerc puts himself second, but half a second off Slim's pace. What a lap by Slim then.
Yeah, and that was Slim's was the second time lap he did. He's done 3 laps on them mediums, and that was the second time he done. He went faster still. So
right away from Granty, and he was half a tenth away from him at one point.
Interesting what sort of tyre wear is around here. To put 3 laps on a set of tyres you could potentially start the race with, will that have any effect? Let's see what Jacob can do. Back in the Elite League.
Unless they'll put the softs on at the end and go for it on the softs.
Jacob will be a man to possibly challenge, be Slim's bigger challenger for pole position. He has been missed without a doubt. Super quick over 1 lap, a little bit inconsistent with his penalties. Jacob flying around now. No purple sector 1. Down to this tricky little hairpin. So easy to outbrake yourself with the kink just before, but Jacob gets it beautifully stopped in time. Nicely on the acceleration. There's a big gap between first and second that he could slot into. He just needs to find half a second between Leclerc and Slim.
Lucas has gone purple sector 2 on them soft tyres.
That's one to watch. Simo as well has got the soft ready. I wonder if he'll venture out.
I'm on board with Jonathan Cox now coming up to the chicane.
Jonathan Cox.
Lucas comes across the line.
He goes
Third.
And Jacob's in a purple middle sector. Lucas goes third, so there you are. So what can Jacob do?
Jonathan Cox up to 6th as well.
Good luck for Jonathan Cox. Much better qualifying from him.
Oh, he's hit the kink. He's hit the kink. He was sideways, was Jacob.
Oh,
That's cost him.
We had the wrong shot. We had a suspension shot of his front wheel.
Oh, on my screen, he was absolute massive tank slapper over that bump. Nearly like a Timo Glock in 2008, 2009.
Wow.
He was all over the circuit and lucky to save that. And that's probably cost him that pole time there.
And it all looks so calm on his screen. On the camera view we had. He's managed to put himself, but only a 10th and a half off Slim, but he is definitely in the mix. And now we may get a frantic last 4 minutes. And look at the timing screen light up. Soft tyres galore for BP, for Jamie 1, interestingly enough. Down there in 9th place. Slimbo, championship leader first. Jamie 1, only 9th. Blast out on the softs as well. Simo will be venturing on the softs. Dan Murphy and Lennon doing the same. And Dan Murphy is usually a man who put on the mediums and try and get through on the harder compounded tyre. As Blast kicks up the dirt. A little bit scrappy through the S. And now on the exit where he put it in the wall in Q1. Looking a lot better for the Slovenian driver now. We're going to lose 5 drivers. Oh, we lost one already. We've lost Flying Sods. We're going to lose 4 more drivers. Jonathan Cox with by far his best show in a while, boys. It's nice to see.
Yeah, so it's looking good for him. Looking good for him in the top 10 at the moment.
It's he needs a top 10. He needs to get back on form because he's as the races have gone on, he's lost more and more confidence. He's had a nice week off, and I'm hoping he's going to be back. Who's this? Because I'm hoping he's going to be back with a bang today, and a top 10 would do his confidence the world of good. He needs a good result, without a doubt, Jonathan Cox. What can...
Who's just joined then?
I have no idea.
Heroic Super Hunk 8. Whoever that is.
It's on friends only, so I don't know how... Someone's invited him. I have to investigate. Blaz coming down to... I hope he's not in a car either. Blaz casters the line to start his flying up, so he's going to be the first driver to put a time in here with 2.5 minutes to go. As more cars exiting the pits, I can see a McLaren coming back out. It's Slim on the soft tyres. He doesn't want to start on the mediums.
I have a feeling he'd do that with, like you say, setting 3 laps on his mediums.
And I wonder if Jacob's going to do the same as the track getting very busy now. Granty put on the softs going out. And yet again, looks like everyone's going to follow suit. Everybody wants some soft tyres to start the race with.
Set Jacob back up, so
he's not got long. He's going to have to do it in the next 20 seconds or so. In fact, there is a Merc coming on the pit lane, so it could be him now. We could have a real shootout.
Blaz is invalidated.
He has. He's blown it. He may get time for more run, but what's tyre wear like? Simo has also blown it and invalidated.
Done the same, yeah.
Turn the airs down, save the tyres and go again. Oh, there's a McLaren going very slowly. It's looks like Grant to get the way. Yes, we just pick him up and there he goes purple. So this should be quicker than Slim on the mediums, but that's a hell of a difference, 1.5 seconds between some of the times, between soft and mediums. Just shows you the extra grip needed around here as BP getting well out the way of his fellow Dutch driver. Counterpart, Jamie Wan, needs a good qualifying. He needs to outscore Slim. He could not let Slim get too far ahead with just 5 rounds to go as the Ferrari's off the road getting out the way. Jamie Wan about to cross the second sector beam now. Now, and it doesn't go purple. Slim's middle sector must have been absolutely mighty. Well, that's an interesting line from Jamie Wan. Tucks right inside in 130R. Didn't let the car run out at all.
This is going to put Jamie Wan second or third.
It's put him third. Nearly 2 tenths off. Slim's time on the mediums is absolutely outstanding. Are you racing in the racing point? Coming up to the spoon section as well. Not as quick as he has been. I'm on board
with Dan Murphy, guys. I'm on board with Dan Murphy. He's just about to set his fine lap. He's going over sector 2.
In fact, Dan Murphy
is a 1:12.2.
He's the one. He's ahead, isn't he? Yeah, here comes Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's having a great season. He's probably a bit too far out for the championship contention now, but it doesn't matter. What a season. Again, tight inside. And up to 6th place. Now the times are coming down. And Jacob is done. He will start as
as Lennon's off. Lennon spinning sideways at the Raikkonen and Lacey corner. He's backwards into the barrier, and that is all over for Lennon. Oh, and there's a Red Bull. There's a Red Bull followed him into the gravel.
Is it Sene? It's Leclerc. No, it's Sene. It was Sene, I think. Well, on my screen, both Red Bull. Sene. It is Sene. Wow. Did they make contact?
No, it was a completely separate crash.
Sene?
Lennon, I cut to Lennon as he was, as Sene's disqualified, and does that mean he goes through, or is he now out?
He's now out then. He's done.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh dear.
What, you discount Slim's time, and you've got close, from P2
BP second, Jamie.
And Slim, look at Slim's improved by 27.5. Granty boy can't get anywhere near. Slim's time is absolutely phenomenal. He is a second quicker than the nearest car. I have not seen that in Elite League ever. Leclerc goes second
on the bubble. Jonathan Cox on the bubble, about to cross the line. And third.
Attaboy. Great time by Jonathan Cox. Jamie Wan is done on the pits. So Dan Murphy on the brink then. And in fact, he's done. He's backed off. Lucas skims through by skin of his teeth. Lennon, of course, we know is done. He's spun at the top of the hill.
He did. He had his own accident. As I say, I cut on board with him because I knew he hadn't set a time. Just as he was going off, and then I was on board with him and saw the Red Bull just heading towards me. Luckily, it avoided and went past. But
it was only 46 seconds back.
2 separate crashes.
Look at the times between Blaz through to Q3, by the way, for the first time in a while. Great effort from Blaz, but look at the times. Blaz, Lucas, Dan Murphy, all just missing. Oh, Dan Murphy just missing out by the
you have to say,
of his nose.
You have to say, if RC hadn't got disqualified for waiting for the cars to go past, Lucas would be out, because Sene was in that top 10.
Blaz did 2 flyers on his time. Simo 12th, good effort from Simo. Ahead of the 2 Alphas And RC Sene, who we know has got better pace than that. But Slimbo, 127.5. Are you for real? Just ahead of Leclerc, but these gaps are unheard of in Elite.
Unseen, yeah.
Yeah, that's some big gaps.
I will ask the usual question then going into Q3.
Well,
Yeah, I know your usual question. It's yeah.
well, you can't look past Slim, can you? Really?
You can't look. No, you can't. You can't look past Slim.
Slimbo by 2 tenths in the end from Leclerc, but even 2
It's
tenths
interesting.
is a lot.
Lucas, sorry, Dave. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, Lucas is out.
So we've lost.
Sene, because of Sene's time was quicker than Lucas, but Sene got disqualified, so Lucas is still technically out. So Lucas is not into Q3 according to my screen.
Wow.
Don't know if it's different on
Yeah,
yours.
no, it's same on mine.
But
Red mark.
I've only got the top 9.
Lucas is out. He is faded. His time is faded. He's gone. Blaz is in 9th.
Yeah.
Jacob 10th on the medium tyres. Jacob, great effort.
And only a second off Slim's time.
So, that's that's weird.
Go on then. I will ask the question.
I'm gonna.
But we're back in.
It's got to be Slim. I'm not writing off Jacob completely. You can never write off Jacob. I mean, Leclerc may challenge it as well, but Slim looks mighty. Absolutely mighty. I can't see past Slim, to be honest. Now, I imagine...
kudos to BP. BP up there.
Yeah, again,
Who got through?
I'll tell you what, BP is having a fantastic second half of the season. Couple of podiums now. Constantly in the top 10 in qualifying. They're doing a fantastic job. Great to see for the Dutch army, for the Breton army. But now this is interesting.
Asking a serious question here, though, guys. Jamie won. Do you think he's going to be happy or sad that Jacob's back in? Is he going to be happy that he's here potentially taking points off Slim, but sad that he's potentially taking points off of himself?
That's an interesting one. I think he would. It's easier hunting them to be. It's easier to hunt than be the hunted. And I think pressure on
I
Slim.
think he's happy that Jacob's in.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob putting pressure, Slim under pressure. Slim should have learned from previous years that he doesn't need to get involved in battles with Jacob. He just has to finish ahead of Jamie. Just needs points. Just finish ahead of Jamie. Job done. But he's a racer. He wants to win. He's competitive, and that's where the mistakes creep in. It's twist or stick for sometimes. We saw in Singapore with Slim. The extra pressure got to him, and he threw away the race. In the end, finished behind Jamie one. He's got to pick his battles. We say it every week, especially now with 5 rounds to go. Jamie fell away this time last year, and completely the wheels fell off. And it's happening again, unfortunately, for Jamie. He needs a big result. But I think he's looking to outscore Slim.
Oh, that's a pretty good question. I like that one.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I'll put it in for Friday's
Put it in
quiz.
for Friday. There's no definite answer though, is there?
No, exactly. See, so I don't know if I'll give you the point or
let's
not.
asking him. We'll ask.
Well,
we'll
yeah,
ask
there
him.
is that.
Leclerc's going to be the first driver to set a time. Now, I imagine these have all got... Oh, nice bollard gone. I imagine they've got scrub tyres on for this first run. I said, wow, that bump absolutely throws the car in the air, doesn't it? Brutal bump. Jamie A1 in the pits, but Simo will hopefully get back in.
Yeah, I think he's done this the last couple of sessions. I think he leaves the session, has a little reset, and comes back in. So.
Yellow flags in sector 3.
It's just a McLaren moving out the way of the Williams, I believe.
I think it's Granty Boy getting out the way. So Leclerc, has he got the speed? I think most drivers will be on a scrub set of softs for the first run, and then a fresh set for the second, because they must be running out of softs. I was saying that they put one set on in their Q1, so actually they may be okay. It was wet for most of Q1. Leclerc down to the hairpin. There's a few different variations of line. Yeah, they should have 2 sets. They'll use 1 in Q1, so this should be okay. As the spoon section comes, Leclerc down he comes. Got to get your braking point spot on. So easy to run the car out wide, and it's off camber. And if you get it wrong, you're in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, I find the second part of the spoon the more difficult.
Again, there's
I seem to coast
bump
it into
there
the
as well,
first,
isn't
but
there?
the second. Yeah, the second part I always seem to, if I don't get the line spot on, I'll run wide and kick up the dust. So,
what sort of times looking here from Leclerc? Oh, is that invalidated? No. Wow, you can take a lot of curb. Took a wide
that's
line.
interesting.
Wide line, then cuts inside to 28.0, and Slim was doing 27s in Q2, so I feel there's more to come. What about Mr. Jacob Bradbury? He takes the inside line on the 27.6. Now, will that be there challenging Slim? What about Jonathan Cox, next man over the line? Everyone's taking different variations of lines through the last corner. Jacob goes into third, half a second off his teammate, but not a bad effort.
Slimbo went purple sector 1, by the way.
And Granty Boy...
It seems to be sector 2 for Slim.
Blaz fourth. Granty Boy pitted and is back out. So may have invalidated his flying lap. IE Racing taking a very, very tight inside line and goes fourth. IE Racing not quite on the pace of what we've seen in the last few races from him. What about BP? Up to P5. Again, I feel more to come from him as well. Jamie's just starting his flyer.
Slimbo, purple.
Here we go. There's the McLaren driver. Oh, giving it absolutely everything. Can he
Sideways!
Wow! Does he go? And it's cost him, and that cost him fastest. That cost him provisional pole. That cost him definitely at least a 10th. More in the bag for Slim, but he got on the gas too early. Caught that bump that we've been talking about, and is just off Jacob. And these two look in a league of their own at the moment.
They do, yeah, they do.
It's affecting them, but affecting everybody, isn't it?
It's brutal, isn't it? It's brutal.
Here comes Jamie 1. Jamie 1 just needs a top 5. He's shipping points in the last few races to Slim. They fought off Dan Murphy and Lucas and Yor and Nova to an extent, but now he can't. Yeah, now he can't just shake off Slim. You've got to say, looks probably in a bit of control of the championship. Just one little finger on the trophy. With Jamie.
Nah, I think it's too early, mate. I think it's too early. I think if there was 3 races left, I'd probably agree with you. But with 5 left, you get a DNF here and a DNF in the next one, and you know what I mean. The Dan Murphy wins both, and then it's all open for another 4 or 5 drivers. Jamie set a purple sector 2.
Yeah, this could be interesting from Jamie 1. Round the last corner, what can he do? And it's 7th, 1.2.
Wow.
Pole.
What happened there?
As we cut to Granty Boy, apparently Simo's had a power cut and struggling to get back on. We're losing drivers by the wayside.
There's no electricity.
No, I mean, struggling to get the power back on.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a power cut, I mean, you can try all you want, mate. It's not going to turn on without electricity.
Just flicking the button, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
Granty Boy coming round. Can he challenge his teammate? Can he get in the mix for the front row? I haven't seen much.
No, but I think if
challenges teammate, I thought we saw that last out in Russia, didn't we?
He was certainly up there.
he's quick. I don't think he's quick round here though, compared to Slim. I don't mean that disrespectfully to the bloke, but I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope he goes and does a 126.3.
Yeah. Here he comes. Our answer is now. And wow,
No.
8th, 1.2 off.
Yeah, I think maybe, you know, if he's in the McLaren, he'll. Part of me would be hoping that he's looked at the championship standings and gone, okay, I'll be a team player here. I've come in late to the league, so if he can get ahead of Jamie 1 and knock points off Jamie 1, he's playing the perfect percentages team game. But for the constructors side of things, he's not doing that well when you consider both Mercedes are 1st and 4th.
Yeah, that's right. It is. There's a T. Sammy
on the top of the constructors, aren't they?
on your screens now. 257 points, but the constructors is close. Renault next, 38, but no, you're all Crazy Power. Renault are not going to score this weekend. Toro Rosso, BP's up there, but Ferrari, no Ferraris in the top 10. Both Williams in the top 10. And Red Bull, of course.
Yeah, unlucky for the Ferraris, and you'd have to say for the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Because obviously Senna got disqualified, and Lucas got kicked out despite going through because of Senu's disqualification. So, yeah, I think they're both a bit unlucky there not to have at least the other Red Bull and one Ferrari in the top 10 in this session. So
You're lucky not to have a Renault as well, as unfortunately Crazy Power clicked on spectate instead of driver by mistake. So yeah, but Lando Norris has done it before. Even the best have done it. But unfortunately, well, hopefully he can rejoin. But it's such a shame. Such a shame. Here comes Blaz on an out lap then.
slow out lap.
Crawling round. So Blaz running up. 3 minutes to go. We're going to get a flurry of action. Why is my frame rate dropping again?
Simo's power affecting you, mate.
Yeah. Keep it to yourself. Well, all this will help. So I tell you what, Blaz is on par for maybe the slowest ever out lap.
Really?
And in fact, Jacob's about to pass him. So Jacob's passed him now. So he'll be the next man to do a time. What can Jacob do?
Simo's gone out now.
Here we go. Slim's out. Jacob is out and about to start a flyer. Big lap here from Jacob coming up. Over the bump. Jacob's car looks a lot better over the bump than everybody else, I've got to say. A lot more say. Jacob did a fastest purple third sector as well. Bit of traffic ahead of him. In fact, a lot of traffic. He's got a Toro Rosso, a McLaren and a Williams all in the way. He doesn't need this. Oh! He's invalidated.
Cost him.
Turn everything down.
Turn everything down and go again, Jacob. Go again, son.
Oh, and he's blocked the Williams of Blaz.
Blaz has got bulked heavily there. That's
And now he's backed off.
unfortunate. Oh dear.
It should get round in time. That's maybe a little bit rustiness there
Blaz.
from Jacob.
Wait, but it's too little too late now, Jacob. I feel you might be getting a little bit of a reprimand for that one.
Yeah,
I'm afraid, my
Blaz
friend.
is gonna be-
Slim has got clear track in front of him. He's got half the track to himself.
So where is Slim on track? He's come to the final chicane now. So let's pick up the championship leader. There he is. He's been in an absolute groove the last 10 races. He's yet to DNF this season. Can he grab another pole position?
Same as me.
Good first sector. Good. Look, looks so controlled. Up the hill he goes. Right, left, right, left. Here he comes. What a fantastic shot to see the car working. It's like watching the cars through Beckett's at Silverstone. Beautiful sight. And then on the gas early. Look at that to the very limit. A little bit of dirt kicked up on the curb. Purple sector one for Slim. Again, a bit more dirt kicked up. He gives it absolutely everything. On the ragged edge, on the absolute limit. Down to the hairpin he goes. Break as late as you can. There's a few variations, different lines you can take through this hairpin. Slim getting it absolutely to perfection. Remember, one little mistake cost him pole last time out. A little wobble of the final corner. But this looks absolutely bolted to the road. Through the spoon section he comes. Runs the inside curb, the outside curb. He's nailing every apex, every line. This is a beautiful lap by Slim. A little bit wide on the exit. Kicked up a little bit of dirt. That would have cost him a tiny bit of time. Middle sector now coming up. What's it going to be? It is purple for Slim. 130R to go. Rounds it beautifully. A little bit narrow, a little bit tight. Now can he get stopped in time for the chicane? A little bit dirt again kicked up. A lot of curb. Bump. Cleared. Slim crosses the line and goes pole by 0.3 of a second. An absolute master lap by Slim. A 1:27.2, and that is going to be a tough time to beat.
It is. Jacob's not been faster so far this lap. I've been riding on board with him.
And Leclerc's stuck in traffic.
Yeah, the next man to cross the line will be Slim's teammate, Granty Boy. So see if he can improve on that 8th place at the moment.
Here he comes. And it's
And he does, goes
fourth. Yep, good effort. BP and Leclerc next, but Leclerc I think has been a bit bogged down by BP. BP improves Leclerc. Not enough. What about Jonathan? What about Jacob? Sorry, over the line he comes.
Crosses the line, yeah.
Jonathan Cox is improving.
So all
Jacob
eyes.
improved by 4 tenths.
Look,
So
Jamie won. Fourth for Jamie won. Huge lap for the Dutchman and the championship contender. He needs that. What about Jonathan Cox? What can he do? I think he stayed put.
I don't think he improved. He stayed where he was.
He did stay where he is. What
He
a
was our
time
last
by
man
Slim.
to cross the line. And we're done, so I'm going to take a quick...
Yeah, just reading the comments on the YouTube channel, Andy Coe says, because the guys in Q2 didn't set a time, it goes in numerical order of your car number.
There's something you learn
Is
every
that
day.
true?
Didn't know that.
Can't see that being true.
Didn't know that. That is qualifying done. Slimbo by 3. These gaps are the biggest you've seen all season in the league. Even for elite standards, this is big. Slim from Jacob, Leclerc, Jamie, Granty Boy, Jonathan Cox, BP, Are You Racing and Blaz. When we return, we will have the race live coming up.
Is go! Down the back straight, the safety car is in now. From Slimbo, from Murphy, from Leclerc, Andy, Crazy Part, Blaz, Westy.
Here we go then, folks. Round 17 of the IRC Elite League here in Japan. Slimbo starts his formation lap. Championship leader, championship standings there on your right hand side of your screen. Slim is in an absolutely fantastic position. On pole position, what a qualifying lap. And guys, it's going to be tough to see past Slim. And Jacob, of course, starts in the medium tyres as well.
Yeah, I could play to Jacob's hands, I think. A bit later on.
Especially safety cars.
Not so sure on a tyre wear. But yes, you say safety car, 10 laps in.
And of course, Slim with that 16-point championship lead. Jacob back on the front row. It's great to see. Leclerc has been on the top two step of the podiums the last couple of races. There again, third place. Jamie won second. The championship, you can see on the screens there, 16 points back with a huge qualifying lap to put him in fourth place. Granty Boy there again, fifth place. Unlucky last time out on his debut in Russia. Hopefully better things to come for him this time. By Jonathan Cox back in the top 6. Great to see. He's been really struggling the last few races, but back on form in car number 25 in the Mercedes. BP 7th, starting to become a bit of an average qualifying position for BP. Great second half of the season. He can bag himself possibly a top 5 in the championship if he keeps going the way he is. Good 7th place for him. Are You Racing there in 8th place? Not his best by his recent races. However, great to see him back in the still in the top 10. Blaz back in the top 10 as well. Great to see. It's been a while for Blaz. Hopefully he can have a clean race and hopefully score some long-awaited points. It's been a while. Lucas there in 10th place. Hasn't quite been on the boil since his win back in Singapore. Of course, Dan Murphy 11th. Sort of regular position qualifying for now for Dan Murphy. Simo 12th, sadly he's had a power cut, he's stuck in the garage. Lennon will start 13th, Flying Soz 14th, RC Sene disqualified in qualifying, he's gone for the soft tyres as well. Watch him come through. And Andy, the IRC veteran, 2-time Super League champion, at the back of the grid.
Tell you what, looking at it, I think Lucas has got a double kick in the teeth because he's not been able to select fresh tyres.
No, of course, yeah.
No fresh tyres.
We've got 27 enthralling laps. Slim has to take advantage of Jacob being a bit sluggish off the line on the mediums. If that's going to be the case, McLaren at top of the constructors, only just. What has round 17 Japan got in store? What's the weather going to do? It's looking a little bit overcast as well.
You'd fancy Leclerc's got to get past Jacob as well. Run to turn one.
Here we go. The lights are on. Round 17 of the Elite League Japanese Grand Prix is go! And it's a good start from Slim. Leclerc's also got the jump on Jacob. What about Jamie 1? They're free and pressed down to turn 1. Can Jamie 1 get through? Leclerc's into second. Jacob stays third. Oh, there's contact at the back. I think Lucas has gone. I think BP's also run wide.
BP was off at 10 too.
They're all back on okay. What about the midfield? RC Senu up to 9th. Up to 8th. What a start by Sene! Oh, he spun it!
Oh, he's gone, he's lost it!
Oh no! And the Alpha.
Oh, got damage Ferrari.
Lucas, the Alpha crashed in sympathy. Oh, it was Lennon.
That was Lennon. Poor Lennon.
Oh, Lennon just like they managed to get round the spinning Red Bull, and then Lennon had his own accident. However, minimal damage.
From Lucas ran into the back of his teammate, I think.
But look at that. I think it was Leclerc right behind the back of Slim. Sene was up to 7th place. He was battling his Belgian counterpart, RU Racing.
I think there was a bit of contact.
I think there was. I think he ran.
Yeah,
I think Sene was trying too much.
Yeah, tried to get up the inside, and RU Racing gave him room.
Oh, Leclerc! Sorry, Leclerc on the inside of 130. Oh, can he make it stick? What a ballsy move he has! What a ballsy move from the Greek driver! And Slim would not have seen that coming! From 3rd to 1st by Leclerc! What a move! And Slim... oh no! So Jacob still third on his mediums. Jonathan Cox, why is he? Has he got damage?
Must have done.
Can only imagine he's got damage, but he's put the hard tyres on, so he's going to the end.
And it wasn't... I didn't see if they changed his front wing or not. Lucas pits as well. Wow, so Leclerc leads from Slim. Hey, I tell you, who's had a fantastic start? Blaz up to 6th place as well. But look, Granty boy's right behind the back of Jamie 1. Jamie 1 would have been absolutely delighted to see his championship counterpart displaced into 2nd place. This is nicely set up.
I'd like to see that move by Leclerc. I just caught the end of it.
It was I couldn't believe he even had the audacity to do it. Brilliant. And it looks like he's starting to pull away. Jacob in a great position on the medium tyres. Jacob sat beautifully right behind Slim. J1's got his mirrors full of McLaren. And Blaz doing an absolutely brilliant job in 6th. I can only pray he holds that. Brilliant job by Blaz. Dan Murphy up to 8th place. BP down to 9th. RC Sene, who was up to 8th from the back, is now back up to 10th. Andy's made a good start as well after avoiding all the carnage as well. But can Granty boy get a run on Jamie? Jamie does not need this. He needs to be focusing on what's ahead of him, not behind. Leclerc just 5 tenths ahead of Slim. There are the leaders. There is Jacob sitting pretty. But Leclerc Granty boy may have to run on Jamie 1 now. Jamie 1 going down the inside, getting defensive. DRS is now enabled. Not enough for Granty boy yet. Blaz has got his mirrors now full of RU Racing as well. And Dan Murphy.
Not the easiest track to overtake on, is it?
It really isn't.
Status quo.
Flying Soz past Andy. Just hanging it out around the outside. Andy may get back through. Good little tussle here, and Flying Soz does keep 11th place from Andy. Then after his spin in 13th, Jonathan Cox, Lucas and Sally Simo power cut is not back, and there is Jacob's problem coming back to haunt him already. 3 laps and a penalty. So much.
He picked that up.
Oh wow!
Running wide, I guess.
Yeah, I think he ran wide on the. Well, no, he dealt.
The exit before you go under. Yeah,
Degner 1, Degner 2. He's picked up at least 2 warnings. I saw him cutting the inside curbs.
Oh, he's run wide again.
Jacobs just got to be patient here. He's on the medium tyres. He's got this race pretty much calculated at the moment. Here we go.
You're just starting to drop Jamie 1 and Granty.
Yeah, Jamie 1's got his mirrors full now of Granty as well. And Blaz and RU Racing are coming up as well. Look at this now. Slim will have DRS.
Slim's going to have DRS, yes. That's crucial.
Dan Murphy's dropped 2 places. BP and RC Sene. I think Dan Murphy's been off the road, unfortunately. Jacob, fastest lap. But will Slim have her on Leclerc? No, it's too short a route. What about Jamie and Grant? Granty, late move down the inside. I think he's done it. He runs out wide and has.
Yes,
Lovely
yeah.
move. And Are You Racing passing Blaz? Blaz, ooh, a little bit of argy-bargy. A little bit of manners. And I tell you what, RC Sene has caught back up. He's up to 8th, but now on the back of Blaz. I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if Granty Boy reels up to the back of the front three. We've got a repeat of Russia here. 4 drivers at the front, but Jacob's now in the mix, but he's already picked up a penalty, which would be music to Slim's ears. I tell you what, I was not...
Grant, you can't just get to the back of them, back 3 in front.
And don't forget, he's got to be... Him and Slim are close on pace. Now, they've got to work out who's going to pit first. I imagine Granty will wait to see what Slim does, but Slim's got a real run on Leclerc. Will he try and move? Oh, tucked up beautifully under the rear wing of the Red Bull, and Jacob just keeping a watching brief. He doesn't need to try anything. He doesn't need to be a hero here, does Jacob? What a shame for John.
Tell you what, he's closing right up at the back of Slim, is Jacob.
He's got some straight line speed, hasn't he? And Granty Boy, still 2.4 seconds. In fact, Jacob may have a go at Slim. When do these softs start going off? Is it now? Is it the medium tyres that are going to start kicking in now?
Oh, we've got Sene in the back of Blaz at 138. He's out.
He's gone.
Wow.
That is massive.
Wow. Safety car. Safety car.
Now then.
Oh. Now, who's going to pit? Because it's right by the pit now. BP pits. Look at that. Straight away, BP.
Yeah.
I think the softs are going off. Because Slim's struggling. Flying Soz goes on. BP pits. So what happened, Fisty? Did he just... Back at 130R?
I caught it late. They were into 130R, and from the shot I had, it looked like Senu went into... Just had a great run on Blaz, and just misjudged it, misaligned, didn't see him, whatever. Went into the back of him, and just went straight on, and head first into the barrier, wheel off, game over. Job done.
Wow. Wow, RC Sene,
and that's a podium contender out of the race.
It certainly is, and even though he started at the back and he was up to 7th, he was catching the pack again. He just had to be patient on Blaz. Blaz is not one that's going to get his elbows out too much. He's fighting for points. So that is...
So BP went on the hards, guys, so he's obviously trying to go to the end.
So let's keep an eye on BP. So BP's on hard. Let's just check the... who else is doing
Jonathan
what?
Cox is on hards as well, but he pitted at the end of that one.
The mediums.
So Lennon mediums. Lucas pits again. Now puts on mediums. They're all on Delta, of course.
So Lucas will be going to the end now. Lucas will be going to the end.
On medium.
BP.
Will he though?
Jonathan Cox, I think.
On medium tyres. That's
Yeah,
asking a lot.
because he started on mediums. He had damage. He put softs on. He's gone to mediums.
I see what you're saying,
again.
but will the mediums get to the end? Because the softs were going off
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and Leclerc pits.
They'll get 3 laps under the safety car though. That'll take him to lap 8.
Then 20 laps on the mediums. Now Jacob is in a
Granty
horrible...
Pits and Slim pits. That's going to
Granty
hold.
Russia all over again.
Well, Granty Boy was holding Jamie.
It was, look at the time. So has it affected him?
Major
Slim's
blackout
long
with
gone.
I think it's worked out all right. They're fitting them tyres.
Maybe a second or so he lost there.
Oh, he may lose the place to Jamie.
He's come out behind. Are you racing?
Oh, it has cost him. And Jamie. The Williams have stacked. Oh, what a shame for Blaz. What a shame for Blaz, who's gone to soft tyres. And Are You Racing's gone soft. They're 2-stopping. No doubt about that.
BP's jumped them all. BP's jumped them all again on the hards.
In fact, Are You Racing started on soft, didn't he? So he's going soft mediums. And in fact, Blaz did as well.
You've got to think the safety car come out just at the wrong time for Granty again.
Lennon. And what about poor Jacob? On the medium tyres, Dan Murphy, 2nd place. That's great to see. Flying Soz. The only thing going for Jacob is he's got a lot of cars between him and Slim and Leclerc who are going to be tough to pass. So Jacob's going to have to get the hammer down and go.
Is Jacob probably, in reflection, in a net 4th place now?
I
say that because Leclerc and Slim probably shouldn't have to pit again. Neither should Jamie 1. Granty Boy as well. But Are You Racing will, and obviously the top 4 at the moment are going to have to pit at some point. So,
yeah,
would you say that Jacob's got a chance of coming out in 4th?
Probably net
or would he try and build a gap now?
Let's see what BP...
Net 5, I was thinking then.
And even Jamie.
Because of BP, yeah.
Yeah, and Jamie's quick, and so's Are You Racing on the softs. But how long are they going to last?
It again.
But will the medium guys, will 820 laps, the tyre deg is high around here. They need, I say, one more safety car to be certain, but they could struggle towards the end of the race and bring Jacob back into contention. But when Jacob pits, will it be hards or will it be softs? A lot.
See, if I was one of the top 4 then, I think I would have gambled on hards then.
What, and go to the very back? Yeah, it's...
Go to the back and, you know what I mean, full to the back, but...
Right, well, actually, Lucas is a long way back. They would have probably slotted him just behind Lennon. In fact, probably even ahead of Lennon. Oh, yeah, it possibly could have been a missed opportunity.
They would have, they would have jumped ahead of Lucas, definitely.
So, yet again...
I think we've got to look at how far Jacob can get out in front. Where he has to pit. He's putting the softs on.
I think he will.
How far he can take it.
Jacob definitely has the pace over the next 3 drivers, maybe by about half a second to a second a lap. It's how quick Leclerc and Slim can pass these guys ahead. And it's not tricky to overtake.
Well, it's a lot tricky to overtake it, and also Leclerc and Slim, they've got to work together to get past this traffic.
This is it.
If they start working against each other and start battling, you know, and passing at 130R and then down the DRS and such like, they're going to lose time to these next guys, and then it's just going to play beautifully into Jacob's hands.
This is going to be great. Again, the safety car has just thrown it in the mix and it's given us a very unpredictable finish on what we thought Slim would maybe womp away. And you're spot on. Leclerc and Slim have got to work together. Slim's got to be smart here. He's behind Leclerc. Leclerc has the speed to get through the slot. He's got to follow him through. Andy's an old campaigner though. Andy's going to be tough. And Flying Saucer's got speed. Dan Murphy as well. This is going to be fun to watch now. Jacob's got to get the hammer down. BP on the hards definitely hasn't got to stop again. Granty boy.
Will the safety car come in this lap?
Hopefully
Lucas has caught up with the back
now.
There we go. Lucas caught up just in time. I reckon 5 seconds more and it would have had another lap.
So Jacob will now back them up. Hopefully he's not too rusty. Jacob's had a little bit of a while out. Missed a lot of races, a lot of the middle season. At good constant speeds. I wonder if he'll jump on the exit.
Flicking at the back of the field here just to see, because they're flying round 130R. To a bit of a heavy braking zone.
It looks quite spread out, and Jacob's gone. He's gone. And he's left. He's got the jump. Perfect restart. So we resume the Japanese Grand Prix. And Jacob leads from Dan Murphy from Flying Sauce from Andy. Where's Leclerc? Right behind the Ferrari. Andy filling in for the Ferrari now. Everyone else, it looks like they have made it nicely through. I tell you what, Slim's dropped back from Leclerc a little bit. In fact, BP's all out, well, just over the back of him, and so is Jamie 1. Slim does not want to get involved, and Jamie 1, BP's off!
BP's ran wide.
And it's cost him 2 places, and Slim did not want that, because Jamie 1 is now...
And Granty boy up the inside of BP!
And he's made it stick. What a move. And Leclerc passes Andy. Andy fighting him, though, and Andy will have the inside. If Andy can stick it in... Oh, it's going to be close. Leclerc defends the inside. Oh, I'd say, I don't know. In fact, he's got to run on Flying Soz. He got such a good exit. He's going to have a run on his fellow Greek driver here. Flying Soz shuts the door. Slim can see Leclerc. Jacob is gone. 1.3 ahead. BP falling down to 10th place. So
these are the kind of times that Jacob needs, I think.
There goes Blaz on the softs. 12th place now. Slim will want to pass Andy quick. There's 3 championships, but Blaz is going backwards again, I can see, and now Slim lining up Andy, Leclerc lining up Soz. Dan Murphy's getting away actually, and so is that. Andy and Slim are side by side. Andy says no, and there is Jamie. The championship contenders are nose and tail. Andy stays to the racing line. Jamie wants to try and follow through as well. Slim, can he get through? I think he's got the inside. He should have enough. He does have enough. What about Jamie? Jamie can't follow through, and Are You Racing on soft tyres is there as well.
Very nice to see that from Andy. Didn't give up.
Didn't give it up at all, did it? And Leclerc still hasn't passed Flying Soz. So now Jacob Dan Murphy from Flying Sauce, from Leclerc, from Slim, from Andy, from Jamie Warner. Are you racing? Granty Boy there as well. They're still all nose to tail. Slim already right behind the back of Leclerc. And Flying Sauce is really caught down. Oh, I'll tell you what,
He's
Leclerc.
at the inside. Ooh, the hairpin. Leclerc, the Flying Sauce giving room, and Leclerc's gone for the second move. The bumping wheels on the exit.
He hasn't done it, has he? And Flying Sauce is
He's not what speed in that Alpha.
wow. Especially on the
I thought the move was done.
especially on the older tyres as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's sideways on the exit spoon.
That's going to cost him. That's going to cost him. He's gone defensive though. Leclerc around the outside. Oh my god, he's already passed Slim on
Surely
the
not.
inside. Close your eyes and hope for the best. He's backed out of it. Whew. Leclerc's getting desperate. It just looks like he...
Oh, and are you racing? Misses his braking point. He takes the escape route. And he gets a penalty for his troubles as well.
Oh, and Granty Boy's
what a
got a run,
shame.
and Granty Boy, and in fact there goes Leclerc. Leclerc on Flying Sauce down the inside. Leclerc should get this moved, and this time DRS open now. Jacob is getting...
He doesn't. There's contact.
He's off.
He's sideways. He's round.
Oh, where's he going to rejoin? Watch out for Granty Boy. My word. No damage. Wow.
Good awareness as well from coming back on.
Good awareness from all of them. And I tell you what, Leclerc did well to save that. And that may give
The only
Slim...
one who didn't have good awareness was probably Flying Sauce, who closed the door a bit too late on him.
Yeah,
If I'm being
there is no
Just
Greek,
caught the end of it then.
there's no Greek love.
Leclerc
Leclerc
slid into the
avoid.
back of him.
Leclerc's
He nearly had front wings of flying.
Oh, now Slim,
Now
Slim and
Leclerc.
Soz can't get it done. What about Grant?
Leclerc was alongside Granty Boy.
Oh, this could be... Oh, wow, he's done it.
He's through.
Around the outside. Wow, wait. I tell you what, Leclerc reminds me of Matt.
Like,
Not now they've spread out a bit. More contact between Jamie and Leclerc.
Are you racing
damage
passes Granty on the soft tyres? I tell you what, BP's loving life. 10th place on the hard tyres. Hasn't got to stop again. Right at the back of this pack. This is helping him and Jonathan Cox. So those...
Jonathan Cox got a get out of jail free card with that safety car.
I'll tell you what, they've all caught Flying Soz again. Flying Soz in third. Dan Murphy! Just there in second place as well. These medium tyres starting to go. Oh, that's cost it for Flying Soz, and Slim will get past. And does. Little mistake from the Greek driver, and that's cost him. And Slim can now get onto Dan Murphy. Jacob is doing everything he can. Of course, he's got a penalty as well. And Leclerc and Jamie. Oh, I thought they'll free abreast. Oh, what a bit of manners from Jamie, but Leclerc's still going to get through. Oh, my word, they're so close to a contact. Oh, close your eyes and hope for the best.
got to hang that.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, Jamie won.
Brilliant.
You want to get past me, son? You got to earn the pass.
Absolutely
what a
brilliant.
defensive drive. But now Leclerc, surely not round the outside at 130R. Surely not. No.
This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
Are you racing on Leclerc? Nope. Doesn't make it
On the
stick.
soft tyres as well. Oh, I tell you what, he's got a run. He's through.
Perhaps
He's
past
through.
him.
He's through.
Perhaps past
Leclerc
him.
lost it.
Has he-
Leclerc's sideways.
Oh my word. Now BP right behind him. This is unbelievable action. It's all gift. I think they've dropped 2 seconds to Andy. They've dropped time. Look, Andy's gone. Granty Boy now passing Leclerc.
Granty Boy forcing Leclerc wide.
The drivers will be loving this. They'll be absolutely loving this. This is the very best you can get. On the limits, no contact, giving it everything. Slim right behind Dan
Well, that's
Murphy.
the key for me. As I said, then no contact.
Leclerc, Granty Boy make a slight mistake. Are you racing's quietly going about his business? Yellow flags. Are you racing penalty?
Blaz.
Oh,
It's Blaz facing backwards. Oh dear.
Oh, Blaz. Where is he? In fact, halfway to China.
That's the Lacey. Yeah, it's up the top of the hill.
Yeah, we'll get away from that. Jacob leads by 7.1 seconds. Dan Murphy holding his own against Slim. Flying Sauce is still there, and Andy's still there as well.
Yeah, just about to say a big shout out to Andy, who's still there. But this 4 is 5 really now because BP's catching the back of them. Still nose to tail. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna give?
You just
Because it
feel.
will give at one point.
Oh, and
Slim gets
Slim.
past Dan
Slim.
Murphy.
I think
They're running to 130.
Dan Murphy didn't fight it one bit. I think, and Jacob Pitts. Now, was this? This could be for hard, surely. Surely Jacob goes into...
Oh, Leclerc from a long way back! Oh my word!
Oh, and Granty Boy's been affected.
Well, I'm not
Intermediates.
surprised, Leclerc!
Intermediates for Jacob.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. And that is probably... Oh dear.
I said it was going to give though, and Leclerc has dive bombed at the chicane, and that was a monumental move, and it's affected Granty Boy, who might have fallen down.
Has he got front wing damage, Granty Boy? Did he? No. And Leclerc... BP's off! Oh dear.
What? Jacob.
Oh, Jacob and Inters. Are we expecting rain? We don't know.
I wonder if
But we need to expect it within the next 40 seconds, otherwise them tyres are gone.
No answer.
Jonathan's on Granty Boy side by side in the spoon.
I wonder if BP and Leclerc had contact, guys. They were side by side up the hill.
Maybe. Leclerc's looked a bit racy.
Yeah, Leclerc just can't help it. He just needs to...
Even before they get to turn one. So Dan Murphy races past Jamie 1 into turn 1 as well.
That to me though, with Jacob pitting on lap 13, says to me the medium runners are going to get to the end.
BP's gone. BP is out.
Yeah, he's had
Which
enough.
could... he's retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, I don't think...
He's retired in the pit lane.
I wonder if that's just contact between Leclerc and BP.
And Jacob is now...
Back in the pits, is he? Retired.
BP has left the session, so we've migrated the host, so expect a safety car
Yeah.
out every lap for the next
Yeah.
3 laps or whatever it is.
And whoever's...
Little Codemasters glitch on it.
I wonder
3
who...
laps, then a lap of racing.
Yeah,
Maybe you, Dave, you'll be host.
yeah, I know.
Second one.
That's why it's all going doolally.
Too lappy.
So, Blaz had contact with Lennon, which is why he's gone backwards. Oh, what is up with my connection tonight? What a nightmare. Well, hopefully that's better. Practically sat on
Sounds a bit better, mate.
practically
Just
sat
keep it
on the
going.
modem. So Slim
Keep it going.
leads.
Kudos to Co-Andy. Kudos to Co-Andy.
Doing a fantastic job there in 4th place. Are you racing 5th on the soft tyres? He's definitely going to have to stop again. Will Slim...
I said to Matt though when you were having your issues then, I said Slim hasn't really pulled away, has he? As fast as we were expecting. I mean, he's consistently gaining a 10th, but it's not like at the speed Jacob gained, over the 2nd place guys.
They're on some tyres as well, aren't they now?
apart from Are You Racing in fifth. Yeah, and he must be due a stop soon. He must be due a stop very, very soon. Leclerc 7th. I think his driving standards may be under review after this race.
I think that move into the chicane wasn't on. He might have missed his braking point. I only caught it late, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But he did hit Granty Boy, and there was a bit of afters between the two of them. So yeah, it might get pulled up in the chat, and you'll probably see it later, and you'll have to make a decision.
Leclerc, yeah. There's side-by-side action between Andy and Dan Murphy. Andy trying to get past Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy he's lost a place to Flying Soz, and now it just feels he's struggling a bit. And yeah, in fact, he's got front wing damage.
And Are You Racing? Davey said Are You Racing was due a stop, and there he is.
So mediums for Are You Racing, I'd imagine. Probably mediums again.
Oh, Jonathan Cox up to 7th now.
Yeah, this is what he needs. This is exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
Jonathan Cox doing a fantastic
Lennon
job.
back up to 9th.
Go on, Lennon.
And he's had a spin as well. He's had a spin recently.
Jonathan Cox is in a great position if them medium runners in front of him have to pit again.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he's only 9 seconds behind the leader.
And no penalties yet. Saying that, I've got a feeling Slim is in low airs looking after tyre mode.
I'll
Because
soon tell you. He's got two airs.
he's not pulling away from the rest, are they, with 5 lap older tyres. Jacob fastest. I tell you what, Jamie's in a great position. Could be on for a podium. The 2 in front are going to have to stop there. However, he's got Leclerc right behind him. Leclerc sending fear into drivers' eyes when he comes up behind him now. I'm waiting for the track to be. BP hasn't messed
Blown up.
But the majority of Leclerc's moves were fair. They were late. They're aggressive, but I'll have to watch it back and see if anything's
It's the last one that I saw at the chicane that I caught a bit late. As I say, he might have misjudged his braking point.
Sorry, Lucas on the back of Jonathan Cox down the inside of the chicane. That's late. Yeah, I think Lucas sort of couldn't bail out that early enough.
Yeah, he had a right to be there though. On board with that then.
Yeah, and now he's got a brilliant run. As Leclerc passes Jamie 1, typical something happened to those two. I think Jamie's relatively let him go, and Lucas has passed Jonathan Cox. Lucas coming back into the second half of this race nicely. So Slim, 2.7 from Flying Soz. Andy's dropped off, but still there. Leclerc 4th, Jamie 1 5th. He's not going to fight Leclerc too much. Leclerc's only
Dan Murphy went to softs. And he pitted, by the way.
10 laps, yep. Soft should be enough.
Are Racing just did 9 laps on them, didn't he?
Yeah, so
I suppose RU Racing started on him as well, didn't he? He done a 2. Yeah. That's why I couldn't work out why RU Racing didn't go on him again. But
Leclerc fastest first sector, and I'll tell you what, if Leclerc's only about 5 seconds off the lead, I wonder if he can, because Andy in
6.1, Dave. 6.1 he is off the lead.
So, and flying, absolutely flying out there. Granty Boy back up to 6th place. He should clear Jamie 1, should Leclerc, so he could be a man to watch out, although I can't help but feel Slim is managing the race up front, and he would be on for 25 huge points. Jonathan Cox not letting Lucas go either. Still hanging on in there. Then and Dan Murphy hang on to the points. Let's watch Dan Murphy's times as well. Enter Sam Mann.
Enter Sam Mann, yeah.
And Flying Soz and Andy Pitt. So Leclerc has a free run. Jamie on the podium. Can't help but feel damage limitation for Jamie here. But don't write off Granty for a podium.
I can't help thinking that Slim's going to have to pit again.
It's a big ask, isn't it?
Do you feel their mediums? Do you feel their mediums are going to have to not go to the end?
He's going to have to do 21 laps on them.
I think the safety cars helped them out massively. I think no safety car, they would definitely struggled.
I suppose if they've just done 17 on them.
By the way, a massive move at the bottom. Simo's just passed RC Sene. But I don't know how. but well done, Simo. Simo has passed RC Sene for 15th. 5 more glitches and unlikely events, and he'll be in the points. Lennon penalty again that they're picking up for Lennon. And he's got a lot of fast soft runners behind him as well. Jacob, fastest lap. Oh, I can't believe he put the intermediates on. Cannot believe he done that. I forgot all the action. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I'd like to know what. Just a simple button press, I guess.
Yeah,
he's probably flicked over to the hards and gone too far.
He's a little bit race rusty, but he might salvage it. No, he's 19 seconds adrift. He ain't going to salvage nothing.
We don't know if they have to pit like Matt is. He might be expecting. If them guys have to pit, you have to say Jonathan Cox is in for a shout for a victory at the moment.
Certainly
and he's right behind Lucas.
Certainly is. Yeah, and in fact he's recatching Lucas. And one of those mediums are starting to give away their best now. Saying that, he's on 17 lap old hards. They're going to have seen better days. JB1 hanging on to Leclerc. I wonder if BP's left his session on open by mistake.
He's left the session completely now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So it's all on you now, mate. If you're now the host.
God help us all with my internet connection. Slim lead. In fact, Slim's pulling away from Leclerc. I think Leclerc's been pushing so hard, he's taking the best out of his mediums. Another fastest lap for Jacob on the hard tyres, but 6.3. Now, unless Slim's turned up the wick, knowing that Leclerc's next in line, but Jamie 1 keeping up with Leclerc now. Granty Boy's just 1.4 for podium as well. Oh, here we go again.
Excellent, but I have to try and go to the end for this one because if he pits, he'll come out behind like Dan Mexico Andy. Or he'll be there or thereabouts.
Ooh, Lucas a bit sideways there. I think the closest battle on circuit now is just battle fifth between Lucas and Jonathan Cox, heading down to 130R.
Jonathan Cox with a well-earned top 5 at stake here. He needs this. Jamie 1 penalty. Wow, this is unlike Jamie 1 of late. As Jonathan Cox tucks right under the Ferrari rear wing now. Interesting still. Drivers taking different lines through the final corner. Are you racing?
Are you racing picks up a penalty?
That strategy hasn't worked for him, has it? The two-stopper.
No.
No, I think it would have worked if he didn't have Yo-Yo Leclerc around him, who was back and forth, up and down. Well, he was running up and down like a yo-yo. 1 minute he's third, the next minute he's eighth, all over the shop. So I think that's probably not helped him because he got into battles there, Leclerc. Are you racing that he probably wish he didn't have to, which he hoped he didn't have to.
It'd
So
be interesting to see where RC Senna would have been as well.
I can't help but feel he'd been on mix for a podium.
Cracking start.
Senu had absolute mighty pace. Leclerc's yo-yo is about as reliable as my connection right now.
Yep, great.
What a nightmare.
Are they going to have to pit again? That's the question, I think.
7 laps to
We're gonna get
go.
the next 7 laps.
Well, if they are, they're going to have to do it now to get a good load of usage out their softs. Oh, balls.
He has.
Oh,
Like I say, it's played into Slim's hands, this.
it is, yeah. Granny Boy sort of.
that could cost Andy a point.
But yeah, Jacob set fastest laps on them hard tyres, which is
I've done 7 laps as well.
yeah, which is incredible, really. When you consider there's some drivers out there on the softer tyres that are younger as well.
Slim.
Leclerc's turned it up a little bit. He's gapped a little bit now to Jamie 1.
Half a second.
Still less than a second.
As Blas off the road again. And out. And is that going to cause a safety car?
And that's...
No.
And we all wait.
There's a breathe in the end. I have to talk, but don't think there is going to be a safety car now. His car's been removed, so we race on as Jonathan Cox now. Oh, Lucas glitching then, and Lucas forces him wide and onto the gravel, and Jonathan Cox will not be happy with them manners just put on him by the Greek driver.
He was holding his line there, wasn't he? I didn't see much wrong with that.
From the camera angle I had, it looked like he forced him wide, but I thought Jonathan Cox was more alongside him. But again, the camera angle that I had could be to yours, and a bit deceiving there, I think.
Yeah, shout out for
Oh, but maybe Lucas has maybe let him. He's through. Is he through at Degner 1? He
Yeah,
is.
done it. Wow.
Good move. Maybe Lucas felt a bit sorry and.
I'll
Realise the error
tell
of
you
his
what,
ways
guys. Leclerc, Jamie 1 and Granty Boy have all closed right up. And Jamie 1 will be absolutely desperate for a second place and damage limitation to championship leader Slim. But Granty Boy could make it a McLaren 1-2 here.
Not seen any penalties pop up for Leclerc. I know Jamie 1's got his 3 seconds.
Jamie's got a 3-second one, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Leclerc kicks up the dust on the inside of 130R.
maybe,
And now Jamie's going to have a right run at him.
which is why Jamie probably now is going to move on. He needs to get a past and get 3 seconds on Leclerc somehow.
Yeah, they're not pitting now.
No, this is it to the end.
That question's gone. That question's been answered.
Oh, look at this ultra defensive from Leclerc.
It'll compromise him.
And then do the switch back. Oh, would have switched back then if I was Jamie, like I did on Matt that time.
5-second penalty.
Give you that decision.
That could cost him a point. Flying sauce passing and Lennon in the
Jonathan
Alpha.
Cox and Lucas are fighting again into turn 1.
I tell you what, big shout out to the Alphas. Both in the points. They haven't done that since, I think, Azerbaijan. Or somewhere that early. It's been a long time.
After the start they had as well. Lennon facing the wrong way and Flying Sauce in the back of Andy. There's Jacob Pitts again.
Fastest lap. Yeah, I
He
mean,
retiring.
I think he's gone off enough, is he?
soft tyres, fastest lap. Take it away from
He's
one
got
of
the fastest lap. I
that,
think he's still got it.
that intermediate mess up as just because he could have been with Slim. I can't help but feel
It's
those
cost him
two
a podium, without
without a doubt. Jonathan Cox pulling away from Lucas. I wonder if his mediums have seen better days. Lennon could struggle. In fact, Lennon's getting under pressure from Dan Murphy and IE Racing very shortly. Jamie again, right behind the back of Leclerc. Granty Boy is, I think, set for a podium as it stands.
Could see his maiden podium.
And considering he was down in 9th place and scrapping with Leclerc earlier on, he's bounced back well as well. Leclerc, can Jamie get the DRS? That bump throws him off though. DRS is very early, the line, isn't it? You get a fair whack of it.
He's not close enough, is he? Oh.
She's got to keep putting Leclerc under pressure. The thing is, when it's Flying Sauce is the fastest lap. The thing is, fighting Leclerc, with how erratic he's been, as Flying Sauce passes Lucas. Lucas's medium tyres have probably seen better days now. Backwards he's going. In fact, Lennon's catching Lucas. Flying Sauce, 6th place. Outstanding drive as well by Flying Sauce. Slim.
And Lennon, like you said. Not that far behind Lucas now. Less than a second.
Got a feeling Lennon could struggle in these later stages with the soft guys behind him. 19 lap old medium tyres for Lennon and Lucas. Flying Sauce is literally flying. Now a second ahead of Lucas already. There's Leclerc, there's Jamie, there's Granty Boy just holding station. Granty Boy knows a podium's at stake here if he just keeps it clean and out of the penalties. And considering this is one of Granty Boy's not favourite tracks as we saw in qualifying, he's done a fantastic job as well.
Cracking addition.
Jacob penalty. Well, that's his first in a while, isn't it? Oh, will my missus get off Netflix?
Oh, it's the exit now that Jamie 1 gets, and he's all over the back of Leclerc. This could be it. And Leclerc, great drive off of that corner, especially over that bump. He goes ultra defensive. So last lap he didn't go ultra defensive. He knows that Jamie's a lot closer, and he switches back and I don't know. He's being dragged along for the ride and getting closer and closer.
I think he'll know that Jimmy was a penalty to fight him.
But we're running out of laps here, which is a shame really, because I think this back of the second really just starting to get into the boil.
Jonathan Cox has got to be happy with this afternoon.
He's got Flying Sauce right behind him.
Obviously, it started off badly. Put it at the end of that one. He's put them HUDs on. I said that, he'd go to the end. He'd hope for a safety car, and yeah.
I know why the Wi-Fi is playing up.
I said you the lottery numbers, mate, because clearly I've you quite well.
Not bad.
Flying Sauce is all over Jonathan Cox, I have to say. So
Yes.
I imagine Jonathan Cox is probably going to be happy for getting 6th, though.
Happy more, I say. I've not seen, like we said at the beginning, we've not seen many penalties for sure, probably.
No, not many penalties. Jonathan Cox, obviously, he needs a top 6, really, John. Renaissance for John Cox. Just he was flying at the beginning of the season. He was always up there, so.
We talk about him every week, though. He needs that one result, I think, himself.
I think this will be it. I think this is a solid result. It's not spectacular.
It's flying solid.
Don't get me wrong. It's not. As Dan Murphy passes Lennon. for that 8th place, as we're having a few issues on the stream, guys. So I do
apologies,
apologise. But you might
guys.
still be able to hear us.
Yeah, they
So
can hear you.
Talking
They can
as
hear you
to
guys.
what's going on and what we can see.
Yeah, Flying Sausage is all over the back of there, Jonathan.
All over him now, isn't he? Yeah.
This is the only battle we've got, is it?
Leclerc, Jamie and Granty Boy I think are just a bit settled. I'd say Granty Boy is probably closer to Jamie now than Jamie is to Leclerc.
I think Jamie knows that fourth's going to be his best result.
But yeah, Flying Sauce, I think he's just got to bide his time. He's clearly got the quicker tyre. Don't try anything silly, mate, and you'll be up to 5th, I think, by the end of this. Or at least the beginning of the next DRS. As Leclerc has turned everything up and he's pulled away now, hasn't he? He's gained about a second on Jamie won, so.
We've got Slim just about to start his final lap.
We have indeed, yeah.
Commanded it from the front, you think? I can't help him
I
with
don't
Jacob's
think he would have had
wars.
it. Yeah. I feel if Jacob hadn't gone for the inters, I think Slimbo would have had a tougher time. But yeah, he's had the rub of the green, and to win championships, sometimes you have to get that bit of luck. Jamie right behind Leclerc, and I tell you what, this is the closest Jamie's been for a while.
He's got him right back up.
Watch out for Flying Sauce and Jonathan Cox as well. We can get some last lap action here.
Dave, are you here, mate? Are you here?
No one
we're
hearing
on
me?
the final lap of this Grand Prix.
No one hearing me. No one's hearing me. Can anyone hear me? No one's hearing me.
Jonathan Cox holding his lines, I think, now.
Yeah, I was surprised him Flying Sauce didn't get him. Didn't get him down the DRS.
Yeah, I think he'd have gone. I thought he'd have ran through. Credit to Slim. So just going to Spoon
Slim
now.
coming up to Spoon curve now, yeah, so it's looking good for Slim.
It would be fitting if Slim won the championship, but like I said, there's 4 races.
Jamie won, sorry Matt, sorry to interrupt you, but he ran well. And now he's got Granty Boy all over him. As Slimbo coming through the chicane, and Slimbo is going to pick up an absolutely perfect 25 points. And he celebrates his style and crosses the line, and Slim wins the Japanese Grand Prix. But who gets second? Who gets third?
I think it's going to be Leclerc second.
Leclerc's going to be second, I think. Jamie won. Granty Boy's second. It's a McLaren 1-2.
Soz has binned it.
Flying Sauce falls down to 8th as Lucas and Dan Murphy. And Flying Sauce is out.
Flying Sauce has binned it.
He has binned it on the final lap, and Andy gets himself a point.
Wow.
In fact, he gets himself 2 because Ivy Racing falls down for an unserved penalty. Lennon 8th. What a drive from him. What a drive from Lucas. Jonathan Johnson.
McLaren 1-2. That's helped. Because what will Jamie get now? 12 points. Gets a full 25.
James
13 points on him now.
Get 10 points, right, for 4th? Oh no, yeah, sorry, 12.
Yeah,
sorry.
12.
Can you guys hear me?
Put an extra 13 points on him.
But a McLaren 1-2 at this point of the season in the Constructors' Championship is
A leading Constructors' Championship as well.
Maiden podium for Granty Boy. Done well. Recovered well after that little incident with Leclerc.
Yeah,
Didn't.
not good.
I thought he might have got screwed by the pit stops towards the end, but he didn't. And he's done well, and it's a McLaren 1-2. It's a great result for them, and a great result for Slimbo, who commands the championship.
Can anyone hear me? I'm here. I'm here. Talking.
Yeah, Dave is having a few connection issues, guys, and I do apologise. As Grant Smart on the YouTube comments has said yes, he's obviously delighted. Jonathan Cox is happy as well. 26 laps on the hards. Oof! What a comment. He's obviously happy. He needed that result. A top 5 finish, which surprises me. I'm not going to lie, Jonathan, because Lucas was all over you at the end on them quicker. Fine sauce, sorry, on them quicker tyres.
Here he is.
And there's the winner. The winner joins us now. How you feeling? How you feeling, Slim? What a race!
I love Jan.
Well done, Slim.
Were you aware of the issue that cost Jake a chance of victory?
No, I just saw that he was at the back doing fastest lap after fastest lap.
Okay, he went on his first pit stop. He unfortunately put intermediates on.
Oh no.
No snigger.
No. So it's obviously a massive shame for him, because I feel he might have challenged you a bit more towards the end. But you must be over the moon with that victory and another 25 juicy championship points.
Yeah, off the news that Vettel's leaving Ferrari, decided to do a Vettel performance myself.
Is that when you say a Vettel performance? Do you mean a Vettel in his Red Bull days? Because he never drove like that in a Ferrari.
I was going to say he didn't spin.
Yeah, not 2015 from Vettel.
Oh, okay, fair. That's fair.
Confident of the championship yet, Slim?
At this stage, not really. I think it's only a 26-point gap. So it's one crash and Jamie wins, and it's right back to play. So it's too early to call. But yeah, for now, just keep doing it.
Your teammate manages to get his first podium, and I believe
I
he's
saw
with
that.
us. I believe he's with us as well.
Mr. Smart with us, is he?
Yo.
No, then you're right.
Yeah, I'm right, mate.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That was insane. I had that problem with Lek, and I thought that was it. I wasn't going to be
So
podium or anything.
what happened there? Because I called it late on my stream. Did he outbrake himself? Or was it opportunity bomb up the inside?
I felt there was still frustration in the driver himself, obviously, of what happened a lap before, maybe a couple of laps before. And then, I think he just wanted to get, ahead of everyone as quick as he could, and tried going down the insides on the last couple of turns for the start-finish. And, I clipped his back tyre because there was literally no room, and I couldn't do nothing about it. So, it caused us both having a situation there.
Got to be happy with P2 though, mate, have you?
Oh, mate, over the moon. I could not believe it.
After the race you had?
Yeah, mate, yeah, definitely. I just got my head down again and, just kept the sort of race pace I had. And I knew, Jamie had a penalty in front of me if I was too sure about Lex, so I just stayed behind Jamie. So I knew I was going to get P3, and having P2 is just even more of a better result for the constructors.
Did you feel that the safety car had screwed you over again?
Yeah, mate, yeah, literally. I was like, here we go. I was like, not again. That's why I sort of held back a bit, and when he came out, I was like, right, this could be good time. And I lost a couple of positions on the pits. But other than that, it was a really good race. Good
More podiums to come then?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, hoping so.
Secure the constructors.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's literally what I'm going for, Slim. Just for constructors, and helping you out as well.
No, don't help him.
Well, I couldn't catch him, so I got help.
Nah, like Slim says, he loves Japan, so he's obviously in a world of his own today, so he wins again. But Slim, circuits coming up, and the same for you, Granny Boy. Circuits that are coming up, are they favourites? You good on them? I'll go to you first, Slim. How do you feel about the circuits?
Mexico, I like. It's a good track for me, but USA is more of a meh track. I can do it. It's just not something I like driving. But then there's Brazil, which I like. Then I don't like Abu Dhabi.
As for you, Granny Boy?
Mexico, full of hates. Brazil, I love Brazil. Abu Dhabi, yeah, pretty good on that as well. What's the other one? USA. Yeah, not too bad at that either. So yeah,
confident of being in that gaggle every single race.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm hoping to be up with the top boys. I'm very shocked of how it's all gone. To be fair, I didn't think I was going to be up there with the race pace of these guys that I've got. But yeah, showing on track is I am there.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Cheers for joining us as well.
Next week
thank you.
is Mexico and Super League tomorrow from 8 o'clock.
Yep, the Super League tomorrow. Join me and Matt, not commentating. We're actually racing that tomorrow, which is a rare treat.
If anyone can hear me,
Racing. I mean,
We can hear you. You're very loud.
who me? So how come they
yeah,
can't?
Dave. I don't know where Dave is this evening.
I'm talking.
Oh, idea where Dave's gone.
Yeah, he's obviously had a few connection issues, so we might have missed a few battles on the circuit at the end.
Slim can hear me. Can you boys not hear me?
It'll be hopefully all back to normal next week.
I can hear you, Dave.
Yeah, I can hear you, Dave.
So how?
Everyone can hear Dave. I can't hear Dave.
Oh,
Okay, Dave.
brilliant. Oh, what a nightmare it's been
These
tonight.
McLaren boys just having a little mess
No,
of it.
I'm.
Is that
They
it?
are, aren't they?
No, I can hear Dave. I can hear Dave.
Yeah, I can hear. He's very loud.
Unbelievable.
Or are we having a mess with Dave?
Well, if they can hear me, the stream can hear me, which
I can hear
means
something in the background.
which means
but-
I will wrap
Okay,
it up.
okay, Dave. I can hear Slim and Grant.
Right. Well, let's end this show.
Well, yeah, Super League. Join us tomorrow. It's at 8 o'clock. Round the same circuit. Hopefully, I'll win. Matt will finish 15th.
And I'll be podium.
And yeah,
if
you never know. Cheers for
Yeah,
watching,
maybe
though.
join us
Cheers to the
tomorrow.
viewers.
Sorry for the stream
Great drive by
troubles
everyone.
during the
Great
race,
job by
guys.
Slim. Some
Thank you.
fantastic battles through the field. Some controversy,
I'm
some
stopping the
incidents. I'm
streaming.
sure that are going to be